Hello, my name is The Designer, aka Jesse in real life. You can call me Desi as well. And, oh, I just got done washing it once. This is BDJ Reinhardt gameplay on Numbani. Alright, so right here, first thing I notice is that you make this decision right now. Like I can tell, you make this decision, you're gonna go in and you're gonna get a swing. This decision is not a decision I like. You have a team behind you. It would have been totally fine to make at this decision where you see kind of the Genji reflect. You see the Reinhardt pushing forward fairly aggressively, fairly consistent rate. You know he's going to push forward. You make the decision to swing here instead of at around this point backing up and putting your shield up. You would have been in a position to charge, which would have been an aggressive maneuver. You would have been in a position to hold your shield up, which would have been a defensive maneuver. And it would have given you more options moving forward. Whereas at this point, you can't really tell what's going to happen. You don't know how many people are going to follow up. So I think it would have been better if you would have just backed up a little bit and put your shield up. So right here, you go forward. You make that fire strike. I don't like that fire strike. You get a lot of charge from it. It was 3 in a row. But you woke up the Torb, and right here, there is a decision that I don't like. And this is, again, comes down to pressing the W versus the S key. Moving forward versus moving backward. So right here, you make the swing. This is a fine swing. At this point in the animation, you can back up. You can back up and not swing forward with that swing. Because right here, right here, you know that there's 2 people over here. You know that there's 1 person over here that you're swinging at. You can just move back, jump back, whatever you want to do. Put your shield up, and you're in a fine position. You're in a fine position. You got them split up, and if they move forward, maybe you can get a charge. If he moves forward, maybe you can get a charge. Otherwise, you can just let your DPS handle that. You know, you got your soldier firing on the Reinhardt back here, and you got your Torbjorn that can move in on him. And just in general, you're in a good position if you back up and you put your shield up. But you swing forward, you follow through, and he gets a charge on you and you die. So right here, see, I don't know if you made this decision subconsciously. That's my guess. Right here, you switch over to this position instead of keeping your position over here. I'm not sure if it really made a huge difference. But just keep in mind that, you know, you're not going to help out the Zarya. You know what I mean? Like, here. I don't know if I backed up too much. Yeah, you're not going to help out the Zarya as soon as she gets hooked. Roadhog gets hooked. As soon as she gets hooked, you switch over to this position. And that could potentially be a bad thing in certain situations. If you're making decisions like that without thinking about them. So right here, I like the charge on the Reinhardt. Charge on the Reinhardt is really good. You see him out of position. You miss it, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. He's going to die. And then you bop the Genji. Alright, so it's always awkward as a Reinhardt coming through the stroke because there's not a lot of good shield positionings that you can get to. And you wind up not having to use your shield too much. But okay, so let's back it up a little bit. So you swing at that. Reinhardt comes in, he misses you, and right here, you should be charging him. If you're gonna make the decision to charge him, you should do it right here while he's coming out of his animation. There's no reason for you to do this. Putting up your shield here doesn't do anything. It doesn't block any damage from this Symmetra or this Reinhardt. And it doesn't help you get that charge, which we can see with the little bop there. That you kind of just miss the charge. And so, really, you need to commit to that decision earlier. That you're going to charge him. That you see him coming out of that animation. And you know that it's a good decision and that it's easy to make that charge while he's immobile. So, TLDR, the two things that you need to work on the most is asking yourself two questions. One, what is my shield doing? And two, do I need to be moving forward right now? Because a lot of times you swing with forward momentum and it gets you into trouble. Or you make aggressive decisions and it gets you into trouble. So do you need to be helping someone out? Can you be helping someone out with your shield instead of making an aggressive play? That would have been an aggressive game anyways, but you could have played it more reactively potentially with your aggression. So for example, countercharging more, or you could have, you know, let let their Rein make the first move instead of either dying or, which the Rein did make the first move a couple times, you just didn't punish correctly. So I think you just need to improve reactive and defensive play in order to get a little bit better in these kinds of games where a lot is going on. Because the shield note, a lot of times in games like these, it's hard for shields to be as useful because so much is going on so fast. But they still come into play, and I don't know how much shield damage you took. I don't know how much impact you had with it. I didn't really see a lot of impact being had with your shields. So yep, my name is the designer. I'm not gonna have an outro. What the hell am I doing?